general election credibility, but decried the system failure of the technology used in dissemination of the results after the poll. Giving their report, the group that had its agents in all the polling stations also says that the IBC report that was handed to the Parliamentary Justice and Legal Committee fell within the range of what the group expected. The group was launching their 4th of March general election report at the Nairobi Hotel this morning.
And we had a number of tools that we used to observe the elections. They were narrated, and if you read our report, you'll see. So we were not relying on data from IEBC. We had our agents in the polling streams. They collected the data that we analyzed and used to arrive at the conclusion that we had. All we said is that the results announced by the IEBC fell within the range that we projected using our own data.
Right, and still on matters of Elog and election audit, I'm now joined by the man who is just seen on your screen, who is the chair of Elog, Kennedy Masime. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Kennedy, we're trying to give an audit of the March 4th election, and your report says it was credible, though not free and fair. What exactly does that mean?
All we are saying is that an election is not an event.
Right.
And it's a process that involves so many stages. So in the pre-election period, there were a lot of things that were not done well to warrant it as free and fair. But we are saying that there was no systematic attempt at fraud. And that if you look at the election day processes, we have process indicators that tell us that they were generally credible, despite the failures that were identified.
When you're looking at credibility of any election, what are the parameters you're looking out for?
We are looking, we have a checklist that we use. We are looking at when the polling stations opened, whether the material were there, whether people were assisted to vote in the proper manner, and a number of indicators. And then we have a tool which we are calling the parallel vote tabulation, which we use to project our own results. And then if the official results fall within the range that we expect, then we say it's credible.
It's credible.
Yes.
Though not free and fair. Let's get back to your report. On the backdrop of the IEBC report, your report seemed to say that, yes, we agree with what the IEBC reported in regards to how credible and how the election was done. But then let's get back to the issue of free and fair. What are these issues that went wrong, other than what you've just done about the dissemination of the results? What other issues went wrong in regards to the March 4th election?
Let's begin from the pre-election period. We had things like party nominations. They didn't go well. Voter registration was not 100% okay. Involvement of marginalized groups like people living with disability, the youth, and women, there were problems, and among many others. Yes. And even on E-Day itself, we had the failure of technology that really interfered with transparency and accountability in the process.
Going forward, Kennedy, do we have measures to ensure that these things that you're pointing out can actually be checked? Because if you look at the Makueni election that just went the past week, we seem to have had some of those challenges that we experienced in March 4th. What measures do you have in place as an observation body to ensure that next time these things are checked?
Based on our analysis of the pre-election processes, the E-Day processes, and the immediate post-election process, we've come up with a raft of recommendations on the way forward. And we will dialogue with the institution concerned so that they are implemented, so that we have better elections in future.
Okay. Yes. Final question. In regards to foul play or people who misbehave badly, for lack of a better word, what measures are you taking as a body?
We are recommending that, because it's anticipated in the law that there will be an audit and evaluation of the process conducted by the IEBC. So we are recommended that this be thorough and it involve all the stakeholders, and people who are found at fault be punished according to the law.
All right.
Yes.
Kennedy Masime, Chair Elog, asante sana. Thank you for speaking to us. And
thank you very much.